Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I have a fun doll to show you. I'm gonna blah, 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 blah. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I have kind of a shorter review for you, but it's going to be a fun one. So I have the singing Aurora doll from the Disney store. These singing dolls came out a few years ago, and I did get it at my local Disney store, and I think I got this one probably most likely from the Roseville Galleria. Maybe Arden Fair Mall, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, so I don't remember what year this specific one came out. Let me just really quick, sorry. I should have done this before I hit record, but I'm just checking to see if there's like a date on here. I'm not seeing one, but that is okay. It's probably on here and I'm just not seeing it. Anyway, whatever. So this is from a couple years ago, and they came out with a whole line of these dolls, and I don't remember, but I believe they did every princess. But what I liked about these dolls is they came in alternate outfits. Like they had Jasmine in her purple dress, they had Belle in her red dress. I don't know. I wanted to get all of them because they were in a different outfit. And this is Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, but she's not in her like normal pink dress that you usually see her in. By the way, this is the back of the box. It's a really cool picture from the movie. It's a scene from the movie, but this is not a screen cap from the movie. This is, you know, updated art style. But anyway, yeah, so she's not in her normal pink dress that her dolls are usually in, or even the blue version of that dress. This is her like peasant dress, which in the movie it looks a little bit more like gray and tan, but I'm really happy that they decided to go with the purple because I think purple looks so good on her, and I knew that I wanted to get this doll. Now I do actually have two other dolls from this collection. I have the singing Ariel, and I also have the singing Ursula. I am not going to be taking these ones out of the box just because I really like them. I bought them specifically to keep in the box and everything, just because, I don't know, I like the way that they are presented and everything. So, and actually I think that the Ursula one was a gift, if I remember correctly. Somebody bought it for me, or they got me a gift card with the intent of me getting this. So, yeah, this one's kind of special to me since Ursula is one of my favorite villains. And I actually have a second one of this Ariel doll because they did go on sale at one point. So I do have one out of box already, and I have this one in box. The one that I have out of box is in storage at the moment. So, but anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to quickly show you these just so you can see. Here's the back of the box for Ariel, and then here is the back of the box for Ursula. So what's cool about these dolls, other than the fact that they come in an alternate outfit, is that they do sing. So there is like a little try me feature. So right here, if you turn her hand, then she will sing, which there's a try me. I'm gonna do it outside of the box. It's a lot easier for me to show you. And I'm actually, speaking of which, I'm just gonna start opening the box while I'm talking about this. But I'm actually kind of surprised at myself that I got the Aurora doll, because Aurora is actually my least favorite princess, or at least she was my least favorite princess for a while. And I think part of that is just because I don't have a lot of nostalgia around the Sleeping Beauty movie. Oh my God, this is really on here. What the heck? I didn't really watch the Sleeping Beauty movie a lot when I was a kid because I found it kind of boring. Like as a kid, I found it kind of boring because it's a little short compared to some of the other Disney movies. And it's also like, out of all of Disney's title characters, I think other than Dumbo and maybe Bambi, Aurora has like the least number of, like the smallest number of lines, speaking lines in her movie. So she barely talks, barely has any lines. I think even after she wakes up at the end, spoiler alert, even after she wakes up at the end, she doesn't have any lines. The movie just ends. So yeah, she's got the least least amount of speaking roles, so I didn't feel any connection to her. Plus, I was much more of a Cinderella person myself, because I would watch Cinderella over and over and over at my grandma's house when I was a kid. I don't know why, I just loved Cinderella. And if I'm being honest, the other thing is, like, the song she sings, this doll sings, I'm gonna play it for you in a little bit, or I'm gonna play part of it because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but the actress who played her singing voice, I wasn't really a fan of because of the way she sang. I'm not like a singer, I'm not like educated on like singing techniques or anything like that, but just the way that she has her, you know, like the way she makes the sounds with her voice was not my favorite. So that was kind of part of it. And don't get me wrong, I didn't dislike her. I'm not like hating on Aurora or anything like that. She just wasn't necessarily my favorite. But things started to kind of turn around for me for Aurora when I found myself being more and more obsessed with Disneyland, and specifically Disneyland in Anaheim, California. That's the only Disney park I've actually been to. And the castle in Disneyland is Sleeping Beauty's castle. So a lot of their anniversary stuff that they put out, a lot of the merchandise that they put out is Sleeping Beauty related. So when they had like their 60th anniversary, they had that really beautiful diamond celebration Aurora doll, and I decided to get that because it was a memento of Disneyland. And ever since then, I was like, you know what? Sleeping Beauty is the Disneyland princess. So, you know, Disney World has Cinderella. Okay, I'll give them that because they have Cinderella's castle. But Sleeping Beauty is the Disneyland princess. So I started to really like her because of that. So I started getting her dolls and, you know, and adding them to my collection. And then I also really started liking the song that she sings because it's the song, or one of the main songs that they play on King Arthur's Carousel in Fantasyland. So now I've got a lot more nostalgia built up around Sleeping Beauty, so I can appreciate her more. Anyway, so here is the doll. Honestly, she is beautiful. She's the only princess that has purple eyes, I believe, and I love that they carry that through into her doll. It's really interesting because there's like controversy, and not controversy, but there's like theories around her eye color, because in the film, her eyes are different colors at different times. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they are purple, and sometimes they are black. And I think that they figured out that like anytime they're black is just because it's a further away shot, and sometimes back then it was harder to get like more details in, so her irises just looked black. But there are shots where her eyes look purple, and then at the end of the movie when she opens her eyes when she wakes up, they're very blue. One of the theories is that her eyes were purple to reflect that she was under the curse, and then when the curse was lifted or broken by the Prince Philip, her eyes went back to being blue. Other people have mentioned that when her eyes looked purple, it's just because of the shading or the lighting in that scene, that her eyes were technically still blue, but they just did them in a more purple color to signify the shading or the lighting of that scene. I don't know what the truth is. I like the fact that she's got purple eyes, and most of her dolls have purple eyes as well. Her makeup here is stunning though. I really like this combination. I was able to pick one that had really good face paint, although there is some glossiness to her face. I think that's like the hair gel got on her face. I'm gonna have to see if I can wash that off. I want to own each of the dolls in their peasant dresses instead of their ball gowns, because look at this. I love this. I love, like, it looks kind of medieval. Like, I don't know if that's technically the time frame that Sleeping Beauty takes place in or not, but I love medieval styles, and I just love this like corseted, you know, poofy skirt situation happening here. Speaking of poofy skirt, they have stuffed her skirt with this tissue paper, which I'm gonna, oh, dang it. Oh my gosh, and the skirt's like tacked together back here. Hold on. There we go. Okay, there's the the filler. It's her petticoat. That's what it is. But anyway, she does have a pretty full skirt. There is a lot of the glitter paint. Luckily, it's glitter paint and not like glitter put onto it, so the glitter doesn't really come off, so that's good. She also comes with this shawl, which honestly, I think that the color of the shawl really kind of comes together with the purple of the dress. I actually like it. It's like this burgundy or maroon kind of color. I don't know what color this technically is, but I like it. It's literally just a strip of this like kind of satiny material. The shawl is not attached, which is good because I hate it when things are permanently attached. I like when they can, you know, have choices. It velcros in the back. The black corset does not go all the way around to the back, which I don't understand why. I mean, I understand why, I guess, but I don't like that. It didn't. I really wish that doll companies would stop doing this. It's cutting corners. It probably cuts cost, but I don't. How much cost does it really cut? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the cost or, you know, what goes into making a doll, but stop doing it. Now, the one thing is, this is kind of tacked together, the shawl, which I hate because yes, it looks good while it's in the package, but then you kind of end up with all these little holes or little snags in the fabric, and I hate that. She does have a little headband up here, so like I like that they are paying attention to detail and, you know, give her the correct accessories and stuff. Her hair feels all right. It is still like Disney Store for a while has been very underwhelming with the hair texture, like the hair fiber. The only good hair that I've found on any Disney doll is pretty much Ariel. Like, for some reason, that red hair, it is a much higher quality than the rest of the doll hair, and I don't know what it is with that red hair, but it's always really high quality. Maybe they do it on purpose. They want their mermaid dolls to have really good hair, and a lot of times, you know, when she just has the bikini and the fin and it's not a full dress, maybe they have budget to get better hair for their Ariel dolls. I don't know. But it's not the worst. It's just, this is the kind of hair that, like, you know, if a kid had this and they were brushing it constantly, it would get matted and it probably wouldn't be very nice, but it's not as bad as some of the other cheaper hair qualities that I felt. But the good news is it seems to be, like, you know, pretty well rooted, so I'm not seeing any bald spots or anything like that, and it's styled pretty as I'm messing with it and messing it up. I don't know. And then, of course, Briar Rose is the name that she went by, so she also comes with a little rose, and this is really pretty. It's like a little ribbon rose. And you know what's interesting? I just saw for the first time on, I think, on my Froggy Stuff video, how to make these kind of roses, or these flowers. You can technically make other flowers too, but to me they always look like roses. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you like the whole gimmick with this doll. This doll sings a small portion of the song from the movie, and you get it to sing by twisting this hand. So I'm going to twist it and then hold it up to my microphone. I know you. The gleam in your eyes is so familiar, a gleam. I'm sorry, I had to sing over it because I don't want to get a copyright strike. Here she is without the shawl, in case you were wondering. So under the dress, you can see here's like the little voice box, and here's where the batteries go. And then right here is a little on-off switch. So if you want to save the batteries, you can just turn it off. Oh, there's a rubber band. Oh my gosh. There's literally a rubber band holding it into the on position. I think they do that specifically for in the store. They don't want that to turn off, because if you try to do the try me thing and it's turned off, then you'll think it's broken and probably won't buy it. Like, why would it turn off? Anyway, so there, now you can turn it off. When it's in the off position, you can turn the hand all you want and it doesn't actually do anything, and that'll help save the battery. But the fact that you can turn it on and off is really nice. So for the most part, these singing dolls have the same articulation as all of the classic Disney dolls. They have movement at the head, the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, the hip, and then they also have a bend and snap knee that is really flimsy. The one thing that is different is on the arm that they, you know, the little singing arm, they do not have an elbow joint, and that is because of the wire that has to go down the arm to get to the wrist, so that way you can turn it on and listen to the music. Stop singing! And I think that the mold that they used for this arm is like the classic, the previous mold before they started doing elbow articulation. I always thought it was really weird, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this very well, but if you notice, the arm with articulation is actually longer than the arm without articulation. You can kind of see how far down where this wrist is compared to how far down where this wrist is. So yeah, the arm with articulation is actually longer. I don't think that was intentional. I think it's just something that happened. So anyway, I really love this doll. I think that she's very pretty, and I really like the dress. The dress is the real reason why I got this, just because all of the Aurora dolls usually, all of the Sleeping Beauty dolls usually are in her pink dress, and the fact that she was in a purple dress and it's her peasant dress, I really liked this. And I'd love to get a Cinderella doll in her peasant dress as well as Snow White. I think all three of them have a peasant dress. So anyway, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you think of this girl down below. I don't have, like I said, any of the other characters from this line. I showed you just the three that I have, but maybe I'll have to check on eBay and see if I can find that Belle, because I actually really liked Belle in her red dress. So anyway, I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.